Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Herbie's Community Cooking Corner for January 13th, 2026. And today we're going to be finding out, is it a cookie? Is it a cake? Is it a meat pie? Yeah, that's what Heidi said it looks like. And that is going to be what we discover with our giant chocolate chip cookie cake. And so this is going to be an exciting one, and I'm going to get started in just a minute. Yes, you actually have me back in the kitchen today. Who knew? And first of all, I want to acknowledge our host, which is none other than Dazzling Desi. And, back when she was previous on the call as a presenter, she was making cake mix cookies. And now we're making the cake into a cookie. So that's interesting how that works. Also streaming us around the world on ACB Media 5 from around the world and onto Clubhouse 2 is none other than Ibrahim. And welcome to you. And right smack dab in the middle of it all, threading her way through life, is none other than Spider-Woman. And how are things in the web today?
They're charged back up and getting warmer.
All right, that's good.
Yep.
Okay, so is it a cookie? Is it a cake? We're gonna find out. Let's start by taking a look at our ingredients list. We need 1 cup, which is the equivalent to 2 sticks butter, 1/2 cup sugar, 2/3 cup packed brown sugar, 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 2 cups plus 4 tablespoons flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 teaspoons baking soda, 2 cups semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 cup coarsely chopped nuts, and then we're going to need 2 mixing bowls, a mixer, a preheated oven, and all that. Before we get into the call, though, I just want to acknowledge something, and for anybody that is hearing about this for the first time, then that is unfortunate, but we lost somebody in the community last week who was very instrumental in helping the fact that we actually have this cooking call today. And that would be Janine Lee, who passed away last Thursday. And she actually, I don't know if she had the very first cooking call in community because I was not around back in 2020, but definitely her call preceded mine, and that was Wake and Bake with Janine, and was definitely the inspiration for me to do my own cooking call and talk about my methods of doing things as well. And yeah, she will definitely be missed, and she was a very vibrant part of community in ACB, and so that is unfortunate that we lost her, and so suddenly. All right, now back on to more cheerful matters. Our cakey or cookcake or I don't know. So first of all, I want to apologize because I've done something very unusual for this call. I've gotten out the mixing bowls ahead of time, and so a lot of the clanging in your ears and stuff that you're used to hearing on this call, you won't get as much of today. So I do apologize for that because, what is a cooking call without all that. But I've even gotten out my 2 sticks of butter an hour before the call, so they've had a chance to soften up and be easy to work with. So first thing we're going to do is make sure things don't fall off the countertop. But I'm going to wash my hands before we get started. And I've got 2 mixing bowls out because we beat the sugars and egg mixture and all that into one. And we had the flour mixture into the other. I'm going to use the smaller mixing bowl for the sugar and egg mixture. And we're going to use the bigger bowl for the flour, and that way we can add the contents of the smaller bowl a little bit easier into the bigger bowl. All right. So, first of all, let us deal with our butter. It is 2 sticks that I am dealing with. I decided to use the unsalted butter today. I thought about using my Kerrygold, but I wouldn't use this unsalted butter that I have. It's the Land O'Lakes. And though the nice thing about the Kerrygold is equivalent to 2 sticks, so that definitely can be an advantage when baking that way. Okay. I'm going to take the first butter out of the parchment paper, and I tell you, folks, when you lose somebody, you really feel their impact. Like, I just got done thinking about how Janine always talked about saving the parchment paper from these butter things so you could have them for baking. So, if I have my moments today, folks, I think you'll understand why. Okay, I'm going to break up these sticks into smaller chunks so that way they will blend a little bit better. And I'm going to wash my hands again because they are all buttery. And next we are going to get out our sugar. And let's see. I don't think I need to fill my container. Nope. Okay, I don't. That's good. And we've got plenty here, so for what I need. So as I recall it, we need 1/3 cup sugar. Let's double check that. Oh. Okay, and getting tag teamed by messages here. All right, I'll take a look at those in a little bit. Okay, it's 1/2 cup sugar. All right. So, yeah, 1/2 cup regular sugar, and then 2/3 cup brown sugar. Okay. Well, you know how these things go with old age and trying to remember all that. If you don't have brown sugar, you can probably just make use of more regular sugar. I don't know how much it actually ultimately matters. Ooh, and what I don't like is with these cups is the sugar contents is so low, but because they're chained together. So let's talk about measuring cups for anybody that's new to measuring. How do I know which size is which? Well, there are 2 different ways. If you are a non-Braille reader, then you could use dots on the cups. So, for instance, have 1 dot on the whole cup, 2 dots on the half cup, 3 on the third cup. You get the idea. And you can also have a set that is chained together, so that way they fit into each other, so you can't go wrong. The whole cup is going to be the largest, and the 4th cup is going to be the smallest, the other 2 in between. And, of course, if you are a Braille reader, then there are definitely plenty of... I need brown sugar, not powdered sugar. There are cups with the numbers on them that'll read as 1/2, 1/4, or whatever. You can get them from all sorts of places. And there are even measuring cup sets that go up to 2 cups. So that's how you. Yep.
I got a set that actually has raised numbers in the bottom. They're silicone and they're collapsible.
Okay, well, I have not seen those before, but that definitely sounds cool. So you can get ones that have the raised numbers in the bottom. Just hopefully you remember what size it is, because once it's full, you won't be able to feel it. But
I think I sent you the link. If not, I'll go and find it. We got it from Amazon, and it comes with measuring spoons as well.
all right. So, very good.
We do have a raised hand.
We do have a raised hand. All right.
Okay, so it's Ibrahim. I don't know if he has somebody in Clubhouse or he has a question, but go ahead.
We have Melissa in Clubhouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Herbie. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. So you're making the chocolate chip giant cake, huh?
Yes.
So what are we putting in now?
Right. Well, I just got done putting in the regular sugar, and I'm about to talk about putting in the brown sugar.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Okay, so we put in the brown sugar already?
No, I'm about to do that, so.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Okay, do we have any other raised hands before we continue on?
At this time, we do not.
All right. So I'm going to roll along here. All we've done so far is we put the 2 sticks of butter into the mixing bowl and the ½ cup of regular sugar, and now we're going to do our 2/3 cup brown sugar. So let's talk about brown sugar real quick. And I have, of course, learned from Tori and whatnot that different countries, this can matter. In this country, you're more likely to see the regular sugar and brown sugar come in 2 different types of packaging. The regular sugar usually comes in these paper things that you unwrap and or unstick rather, and the brown sugar comes in a plastic bag. And I have not seen regular sugar in a plastic bag, and I've not seen brown sugar in a paper bag. That doesn't mean it does not exist, but traditionally, that's how you will see things. Okay. So I put my plastic bag of brown sugar in a Ziploc bag. Also, the brown sugar is a lot smaller. It doesn't come in like a 5-pound bag the way like regular sugar does, but it's also a lot coarser. Definitely has a different smell to it too, if you have a sense of smell. And so that's the difference with the regular versus the brown sugar. Okay, I've scooped out the first 1/3 cup. And, it says packed brown sugar. Well, that's not good, because, that reminds me of packing my suitcase. I don't know how to pack a suitcase. Oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to be left home alone at 8 years old.
Donna has her hand up, Herbie.
All right, Donna, go ahead.
So do you have any secrets for storing your brown sugar so it doesn't get hard?
Yes, I've kind of touched on that. I'd put mine in a one of those Ziploc bags.
You can also put a piece of bread in it to keep the moisture.
Yep. So if you put white bread and brown sugar, does it become brown bread?
I'm sure it does. And then
right.
when you go to make French toast, you can just use that, and then you've got your sugar already added.
Well, there you go. All right. So, but so mine's in a Ziploc bag, and that's how I store that. Okay. So, any other questions before I turn on the mixer? All right. So I've got
There are no other hands, so.
There are no other hands. All right. So this is pretty straightforward what we're doing here. I'm going to now... mix all this so it kind of starts to become light and fluffy. It says to beat it, so you can use a regular beater if you prefer. I decided to go ahead and use the mixer today. Oh no. Alright, well, I'm having all sorts of fun here as one of my blades broke.
Uh-oh.
Alright, well. That is fun stuff. I guess we're going to be using the wooden spoon instead. Wow, okay. Yeah, one of my blades just completely bit the dust and got all blade-like and everything. Wow. Okay, if I have my backup blades, then we'll use that. Alright, but yep. Alright, I am so far not seeing my backups, which is unfortunate because they are a little bit more stable. Oh, I found them. Okay.
Okay, we do have one hand.
All right.
Area code 614.
All right.
Hi,
Area
this
code-
is Denise. Good morning.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hi, good morning. You're doing a great job. I wanted to tell you, this is Denise. Sorry. Hi, Herbie
Yep.
and everyone. This is Denise. You're doing a great job. I'm sorry about your friend. It sounds like she's kind of there with you today, helping you through all this. I love hearing your call. What did she tell you about the butter and the parchment paper?
She suggested that to keep the parchment paper that the stick butter is wrapped in, and then you can use it, because that's what it's wrapped in, is parchment paper, and so you have parchment paper that's already greased. And so she suggested like keeping it in the freezer, and then using it for baking.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the call.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. I do have... Oh, there's the one I want. Hallelujah. Okay. We're going to be able to use the mixer after all. Because I had two mismatched beaters. And that was not going to...
I put mixer blades on a shopping list for you.
Alright. Okay.
I've never heard them called blades before.
Blades, beaters. Alright. These just don't always want to go into the unit. This is an old mixer. There we go. There's one. In. So then, just curious, Desi, what would you call them?
Beaters.
Beaters? Okay. Beaters, blades, but, you know, people don't want to hear me, people don't want to hear you referred to as a beater, so, yeah.
I don't know. Do people want to be sliced with a blade? Just asking.
And yes, the other mixer, I thought about the other mixer. It's a one-bladed mixer, and so I don't like to use that one as much. But I did think about that. Oh, and I need to charge it as well. That's the other downside. Oh
Oh no! Yikes!
no. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, well, despite my attempts at being prepared, both beaters have fallen out of the unit.
At least you can put them back in
Herbie.
if they're not
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah. Yep.
I think this is your cookie's way of saying, you know what?
Oh, I think I see the problem.
I think probably I would have softened my butter for more than an hour. Just a thought.
I probably should have, but I've got a different problem altogether. I think the part that holds one of the connections inside the mixer actually has broken. Okay.
Uh-oh.
But I mean, I've had this mixer dates back to at least like 2010. So, Alright, so we're gonna go to the wooden spoon instead. And, yeah, I find I like to use the other mixer more for, like, if I'm doing, like, say, scrambled eggs or whatever. When it comes to harder things, it was a little bit more interesting to use, but we will just do a wooden spoon instead and hope it works out. And I guess we're gonna find out. I will get out the manual beater when we add in the eggs. Maybe we'll see.
I would be sure to check your beaters too, or because you probably have a lot of stuff up in them.
Oh, I did. I was doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're in the sink now, so anyway, because yeah, they definitely have stuff in them, so. Celeste is saying that how they did wooden spoons is how they did it in the 1800s. I actually don't even know if they had cookies back in the 1800s. The chocolate chip cookie certainly didn't even come out till the 30s, so. And they might have had the manual wire whisks anyway, so. Alright. So, attempt number 1 at being prepared does not work out too well. Actually, it's attempt number 2. I found out that I might be better.
Your default speaker has changed to Mac Mini speakers and will now be used. Your default
we go.
speaker has changed to Fi-Fine headset and will now.
Alright. Let's try that. So, you can guys hear me now again, right?
Yes. We
Okay.
can hear you now. I'm so sorry. Did you hear me before? Because I muted. I forgot that I had done that, and I was telling you, oh, Herbie, we can't hear you.
I'd gotten unplugged, so.
Uh-oh. Whoops.
So I actually don't know if I heard you or not. So attempt number 2. Found out from attempt number 1 that the pizza pan may not do this cake as well as advertised. And I'd just gotten a pizza pan for the purpose of this cake over the weekend. So, it's already a disaster and we haven't even started yet. So,
Herbie, you also got to figure we're at a different elevation.
That is true.
So it might work for you.
Yeah. Heidi's saying that their cookie dough did not, their cake did not bake all the way through. So
Just in the center, from
just
what
in
I
the
understand.
center.
But
Yep.
yeah.
Herbie, Donna has her hand up if you want to take it.
Yes.
Go ahead, Donna.
So you said you were using a pizza pan to make this.
Yes.
So how are you going to keep everything from going through the holes?
So this pizza pan that I got, it doesn't even have any holes.
Yeah, I don't have a
okay.
pizza pan that has holes either. I don't know. I guess
I
some
do.
of them do.
Yeah, mine has holes.
We put parchment paper down over it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
And we were worried about it going over the sides, and it didn't. So
Yeah, and I wonder why they would put a hole in a pizza pan. But mine, the one I got was from Walmart. It's like 16 inches, and I just felt it, and it definitely does not have a hole.
It's not one hole, it's many holes, little tiny holes. It's to let air through so it makes
Right.
your crust crisper.
That makes sense. But all right. What was I doing? Oh, okay. Anybody else before we continue on?
Not at this moment.
Okay, the next is going to be the eggs. Oh, and yeah, Denise was commenting Janine being with me. Well, Janine definitely influenced the kitchen a little bit. I have a set of measuring spoons and some storage tins that she sent me. I think it was the beginning of last year. So we do have that, and then also I find that when you lose somebody, you start remembering little things about them. It's rather interesting. If you've not lost anybody, you're fortunate. Okay.
Robin has their
Yes,
hand up.
ma'am.
Robin?
Hi. If you don't have a pizza pan, can't put it on a large, I think it would be a 10 by 15 or 11 by 15 sheet, like sheet roll, cake roll pan, cookie pan.
Well, Heidi, what do you think? Because you guys have made the recipes already, so.
that's what we're gonna try next. Is
That
on
would be
a
like
jelly roll pan.
like a rectangle pizza.
Yes, that's what we're gonna try next.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
All right.
Don't worry, Herbie. That pizza pan will definitely come into play for you guys at some point.
Yep. Well, I did make pizza on it the other day, like one of those
There you
pre-made
go.
crusts, but all right.
It's already paid for itself.
Yep. Anybody else before we continue on?
Well, no.
All right. So I've added in the eggs, and that actually proved to be a very smooth process. Let's get this mixer unplugged. One less thing to worry about. Okay, and now I'm going to get my spoon and stir in the eggs. Okay, it's still a bit lumpy, so I'm going to actually try the beater in a minute. The single one. I don't have it hooked up to a mixer, but I can do it by hand at least. And We'll just do that. Unless that breaks on me too. But what can I say? Some of the equipment in this kitchen is like me, old and decrepit. So, but I've never had cause to. If it still works. Okay. There, that's smoothing it out a little bit. A lot easier with a mixer, but this will work. Okay. And yes, I think I should have taken the butter out a little bit sooner than an hour. Earlier than an hour. But an hour is a lot better than what I've done in the past. So maybe there's hope for me. Maybe.
Step in the right direction, Herbie. Step in the right direction.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I can use my hands to feel that it's getting smoother. All right. There, that's as good as we're going to get that. Okay. So I think we're going to be done with our beater for now, so I'm going to put it in the sink. If I need it, then we'll get it out. See, this is why I hate baking, folks. Things break on you. Okay, let's see here. I think now we're going to be moving on to our dry ingredients, but let's see here. Oh, we should have added the vanilla. Alright, I knew I was forgetting something, but that's okay.
Not hearing anything. Close.
We can...
Did you need any of the sugars?
Did I what?
Did you need any more of the sugars?
Nope.
Okay.
We're actually good on that. I actually made sure of that before starting on this endeavor. Okay, now there's my vanilla. Alright, so we're just going to add in a bit and call it good. So vanilla comes in an oblong type bottle that's flatter on the bottom and it gets narrower as we get to the top. And Ibrahim can bite me as he says I misread the directions. They say break the eggs, not the beaters. Yeah, I did misread something there, didn't I? Okay, there. Poured in some vanilla. Getting comments from the peanut gallery here, folks. Let me tell you, what's Herbie's cooking call without that? I should start a competition. Whoever gives me the most interesting comments, they get to help furnish any new equipment that I need. Now, there's an interesting idea. Ooh, I like it. Oh, I'm not hearing any enthusiastic comments going, oh yes, Herbie, please let me be part of the peanut gallery. So funny how that works. Okay. So I washed out the beater and I'm using it to incorporate the vanilla and help smooth out the mixture a little bit more. All right. I'm going to just leave this in the bowl for now in case I need it. And by the way, we were talking earlier about eating raw cookie dough for the call, and I won't tell you that you should or shouldn't eat it, but I will say that so far everybody I know who's eaten it has not gotten sick nor died. But they have to give you these warnings just to be on the safe side. Okay. We need 2 cups plus 4 tablespoons flour. Why the extra tablespoons? 1 teaspoon salt, baking soda, cream of tartar, and then the chocolate chips and all that. So it actually says add the dry ingredients to the batter. Well, fine. We're going to do it the other way around. Okay, so for the flour, I actually did have to get more flour for this. Now I just need to remember where I put that bag. Well, I think I actually know where I put it, but okay. There we go. I have bags of flour and sugar here. But how do I know the difference? Well, the flour is definitely a very different feel than the sugar. Feels more fluffy and doesn't make a shaking sound the way that the sugar does. As you can probably hear. Okay. And, yes, indeed, there's Cell Rock. You're probably right. The order doesn't matter. As far as I know. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to, first of all, deal with my flour and put it in the container. We actually have a little bit in here. Okay. That's good. So I wasn't as completely out as I thought I might have been, but still definitely enough to where we want to. Oh, I never talked about the packed brown sugar earlier. That's right, because you all distracted me. So the packed brown sugar, of course, means that you get as much into the cup as you can. And it's, all linked, it's all it's put together. It's not loose. So that's what it means by packed brown sugar. Okay. 2 cups plus 4 tablespoons flour. All right. So the first thing I need is a 2-cup measure cup. And do I have that? Yes, indeed I do. So I'm going to use that to get out the flour. And yes, we'll talk about the measuring spoons in a minute. The Salrock is saying that if you have a set of measuring spoons, the tablespoon is the largest. Well, yes, actually, unless you have the expanded set, then your 2 tablespoon will be the largest. So it does depend on the set that you get. And Abraham is saying is 2 tablespoons is the equivalent to a quarter cup. Okay, well, that'll make life a lot easier, as we'll just do that instead. Why they couldn't say quarter cup is beyond me.
Actually, Herbie, 2 tablespoons would be an eighth of a cup. 4 tablespoons is a quarter of a cup. There are 16 tablespoons in a cup.
Wait a minute, what are you?
So you need, 2 tablespoons is not a quarter of a cup.
No, we're doing 4 tablespoons.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said 2.
No, it's 4 tablespoons.
That is correct. And I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I totally misheard that. And I thought, oh no, no.
Yep, nope, it's 4 tablespoons. So
Yes, there are 16 tablespoons in a cup.
all right, so going to make sure this 4th cup is cleaned out here. And so it's 2 cups plus 4 tablespoons. So why they just don't say 2 1/4 cups is
exactly. That's confusing.
beyond me. Because at first, the way I read it is like I would need the 2 tablespoons, like the 4 tablespoons for something separate, but no, so. So, yeah. Anyway, let's pour that into the bowl. So I keep my sugar and flour in a container. And then it makes it easier to store. Okay, so I'm going to put this back up. Okay, let's wash up. A little floury now. I'm a flour child. Oh, wrong type of flour. Okay, let's see. 1 teaspoon salt, and then 1 teaspoon baking soda, and then 2 teaspoons cream of tartar. Okay. That's a lot of salt, but okay. I was trying to get some actual salt that I could scoop out, but couldn't, so we'll just try to measure the salt from the salt shaker, that the lid will not come off because it's a grinder. Alright, fine. So then we will get out. I thought I had a set of measuring spoons in that cupboard. I guess I do not. Alright, fine. Alright. I had my measuring spoons earlier. Must have ran away with a big dish or something. So, unfortunately, I was hoping to get the cylinder type salt containers with the spout, but instead I ended up with a salt shaker, so that There we go. That's what I want. How it goes. Okay, can I actually successfully get salt in this? Let's see. Oh, yep, it's working. Okay, it's just making a big mess, but... Alright, we're gonna... Actually, no, I needed that teaspoon. Okay. That. Very good. Okay. Next, I need the baking soda. And, this is pretty easy to work with. Okay, there we go, measuring spoons. I was about to say, I just had them. Stuff around here. Let's run away from me. Can't understand why. So, I'm going to get... I'm washing out the spoon here. So, I can use it for the baking soda. Alright, and then the box is open, but I have it in a Ziploc bag so it stays fresh. And I'm pouring that into the bowl. And I'm going to set the tablespoons where I can quickly get to them. And now I need to find my cream of tartar. This is something I don't use often, but... you'll find it in like coffee cake type recipes and snickerdoodles and things like that. Okay. But I do know the container it comes in, which is one of these small spice containers. And I have it labeled, so I know what it is. Okay, then I think that's going to be on that one. It's going to be over here. And I saw it the other day. Never see it when I actually want it. Okay, maybe I put it down here then. Do we have any other questions in the meantime?
We don't have any hands at this time, but you know, as soon as I say that, we probably will.
Yep.
If you can't find it quickly, Herbie, if you have some vinegar, just add that into the wet mixture, and it's the same ratio.
All right. We just might
And we're at the 10-minute mark.
Oh, we are at the 10-minute mark. Okay, well, real quick, folks, you were about to lose us on the stream, but you can continue the fun right here on Zoom or on Clubhouse if you like. as we're still on for another half hour. Just real quick, there is another cooking call happening tonight in the kitchen with Courtney. And she has returned, and that's going to be at 8 p.m. ACB time, so hope you will be on for that. If not, then she's going to get you. I tell you she... okay, maybe she won't, but... she is going to be talking, I think, about organization in the kitchen. So
Meal prep.
Meal prep. Yep. So that'll be a very good topic. So looking forward to that. And cream of tartar. I knew I'd find it. So make sure you tune into that. Also, we got recipe swap tomorrow with Sheila. So meal prep is good, but you need the recipes to make it, and so that's a great place to learn them. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern. And also, on General and ACB Media 1 today, we got some other exciting calls. We do have games to play with Lady A, and that is, of course, ran by Lucy at 2 p.m. So hope you'll tune into that. Also, on Media 1, it's... Tuesday Topics at 7 p.m. And that's going to be a very interesting topic about the blindness community and how we relate to each other. So that'll be an interesting one. And let's see, what else? For a complete listing of all the calls that are happening, just subscribe to Community. And you can do so by sending an email to community@acb.org and giving them your name and email address and saying, please add me to the community call list. And they will be more than happy to do so. It's that simple. And you will start getting an email of all the calls that are happening and whatnot. We also have the cooks list, which you will find this call, Courtney's call, and it's electric. And you can subscribe to that by sending a blank email to acb-cooks plus subscribe at acblists.org. And
I'm teaching crochet tonight at 3. We're doing ballet slippers.
Ballet slippers. All right, very good. You might. Have you ever thought about doing glass slippers?
These would work.
Oh, there you go.
But not out of glass.
All right.
I don't teach glass blowing.
You don't? Okay.
Nope.
Well, then I guess you can't be Cinderella. So, anyway, that is what we got happening for you today. So, yeah, a lot of exciting things happening. And just to stay tuned. Also, Morning Mingle next hour. And we've got Living with Low Vision. We've got the Vision Loss call. What?
Cats.
Cats. Yep. We got Braille Room. If you want to learn Braille or help others learn Braille. So, a lot of great things happening there. So, just hang around community and, there'll be plenty of things happening. Also, next week's cooking call. Christine and Shannon, Instant Pot Meatloaf. So, that's what we've got on tap for you. A lot better call than what crap you're getting this week, I can assure you. So, yeah. Anyway, because they're organized. They don't have stuff break on them. And then we're going to have Super Bowl appetizers. And then Kayla is going to be showing us how to make graham crackers. So that's what we've got on tap for you all today. Okay. So I've added in the cream of tartar. And now I am going to stir it up. And for this, I can just use a regular spoon. So let's find one of those. Okay. Alright, now that that's stirred in, I can add in this mixture. And I will scrape out what does not pour in. And I think we'll use our beater again to stir all this up. And let's see, did all the mixture? No, it did not. Okay. There we go. I'm going to use my hands to get out the remainder of the mixture. That did not want to come out of the bowl. So this is looking like a very stiff dough, which is probably a good thing considering that we're putting it in the pizza pan. So it's now, of course, as you would expect, if you're used to baking, very stiff. And this is why I really wanted my actual mixer. But no crying over spilled milk. Okay.
Are you using nuts in yours or not?
I'm going to use nuts in mine.
Okay. We did not. We're nuts enough.
All right. Okay, so that's mixed in. Okay, do not let Sorrow Rock into your kitchen, folks, as she might add in onions and celery to your cookie batter. Yeah. Alright, chocolate chips, where did you go? Okay, you're not chocolate chips. I thought I put you in here. I did. Oh. Okay! Yes, the chocolate chips come in a bag according to Celeste. I never knew that! Wow, I thought they came already in the cookie.
I now
Okay.
disconnected the stream.
Alright! So then let's see where else would I put the chocolate chips. I don't know where else.
Did you put them in the fridge?
That's where I was first looking. And that's where I thought I put them, but... Oop, I think... We do have some workarounds. I have some open bags of chocolate chips that I can use if we need to. Okay. Let's see here. Chocolate chips. Wherefore art thou chocolate chips?
You know, as soon as you get off the call, you'll find them.
Exactly. That's how it goes. No, I don't think I would have put them over here because I don't want them to accidentally melt. Okay, I think they are still in the fridge. But... Oh, there they are. Or is that... No, that's my open bag. Okay, but I had a brand new bag that I was going to use. Alright, well... The good news is we have chocolate chips. The bad news is I'm going to find my unopened bag once I get off the call. Oh, there they are. I knew I'd put them in the fridge. I like to keep them in the fridge so that way they don't melt or anything like that. So yes, as Celeste so aptly noted, these come in a bag. Hear it? Yes. And you know, Celeste, you get the gold star, and right now you are at the top of my list for the Peanut Gallery Award, where you get to help furnish my new equipment. So, let's see if we can get this open without any scissors. I can, just by tearing the bag like a savage beast. And then we pour the bag into the mixture. The entire bag, no measuring out cups or anything like that with this, no. And then we put the bag in the garbage. And by furnishing the equipment, you know, I'm thinking maybe let's go full on KitchenAid here, you know, so. Really think about if you ever want to get to the top of my peanut gallery list. Because, it can prove expensive. And let's see, did it say to use the entire bag of chopped nuts? Let's see here. Oh, 1 cup coarsely chopped nuts. Okay. Very good. All right, so let us get out the measuring. Well, you know what? Who cares about being precise with something like this? Oh, what did I do with the nuts? I just had them. I guess there won't be nuts in the cookie after all, because I don't.
Are they in the fridge too?
They were, and I took them out when I was looking for the chocolate chips. Well, let's sample the chocolate chips in the meantime to make sure they're of the highest quality. Might need to complain to the manufacturer otherwise. Okay. Ooh, this is definitely a stiff mixture. So we're doing the best that we can here with it. But the nuts. That's going to drive me nuts now because I literally had them. And I took them out, so I know precisely where they were at. Did I put them back in the fridge? Let's see if I did. It's not impossible. I did. Okay. I put them back in the fridge. All right. I actually have no memory of doing that, but again, hopeless. So this bag of nuts has a one of those things that keeps Ziploc bags sealed until you're ready for them. And it says a cup of nuts. I'm just going to pour about half into a 2-cup measuring cup and call it good. And pour it into the mixture. And of course, if you have a nut allergy or don't like nuts, then just leave them out. And that's all you have to do.
What kind did you get? Walnuts or pecans or?
I think these are walnuts. I forget which ones now I got. Alright, I'm just going to kind of unfold these in by hand, because this is a very stiff mixture. I mean very stiff. So this is definitely a dough, not a batter. So for those of you wondering what this looks like. So let's talk about the pizza pan. The one I've got is round. It has no actual like raised sides. So whatever you put in there kind of like stays flat into the pan. It's ideal for, of course, making pizza. And I don't know if mine has any holes in it or not, but we're going to put parchment paper down anyway. If there are holes, they are so tiny that I can't see them. But I am just using my hands to make sure the nuts and chocolate chips are all into this. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, using honey roasted peanuts in these. That's an interesting idea. I never thought about that. I mean, those are salted, so I don't know if I'd want to. But, yeah. Okay. I don't know. All right. Well, all I can say is this, Salrock, you're winning out in the peanut gallery department. So congratulations. I will send you the Amazon link to things that I need replaced in this kitchen. Isn't that nice of Salrock? Can we give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen, for being at the top of the peanut gallery? If you want to be at the top of the peanut gallery where you make very weird comments to me and get rewarded for your efforts, then my advice is don't. But if you really want to, if you don't have my contact information, just reach out to community@acb.org and we can talk. The prize is you get to purchase for me anything new that I need, with things that break or whatever. And I think it works out pretty well. All right, so I've got my parchment paper here. I'm going to, you can find it in sheets or in the thing that you tear off. The advantage with the ones that you tear off is you can make it what size you want. The disadvantage is you're having to tear off things. Okay. And if you're not good with that, that can be hard. But the side of the box is serrated. So just know that you are dealing with something a little bit sharp. Whoa, okay. So I'm going to pour this out onto the pan. And I'm going to use my hand to flatten it.
You really don't need to either.
Oh, I don't need to flatten it?
Nope. Nick did. He just poured it right on and just stuck it in. Nick wasn't sure. He just was like, it just says pour it on the pan.
Okay. Well, one reason why I'm going to definitely flatten mine out a little bit is I definitely want it to cook all the way through.
Right. Maybe that was our issue, but who knows?
That's what I'm wondering. Well, we're going to find out who's right, who's wrong, myself or Nick. Nick being Heidi's husband. So I'm flattening this out so it's kind of more on the thin side. And what I don't like is it's definitely a little bit tricky with the parchment paper. Okay. Could be centered better. But there's nothing I can do about that now. Okay. Precisely. All right. There, I'm placing the oven thing into the oven. One argument that Janine and I always had was about the oven rack. She believed in moving it out. I do not. And even though she's gone, I am not changing my opinion on that. I do think that is actually more unsafe because you have a lot more moving parts to contend with than you actually need. You have to move out the rack, center your thing on the rack, also needing an oven mitt, by the way. Then push it back in and make sure that whatever you're pushing in on the rack doesn't slide off. Whereas if you just place it on the rack that's already there to begin with, you save yourself a lot of problems. Okay.
And we don't pull the oven rack out either.
All right.
I don't either.
Good.
I sometimes do when I'm taking something out of the oven.
Computer, or hey Google, set timer for 19 minutes.
All right, 19 minutes. Starting now.
I will if I'm having trouble finding what I'm looking for. But I'm still not a big fan of it even for that if I can help it. All right. Do we have any questions?
Ibrahim has either a question or someone.
All right. Maybe he's trying to get back into the peanut gallery. I don't know. We'll find out.
No. So we have someone coming up on stage, hopefully. Becky.
Becky.
Yes, Herbie, are you there?
I don't know. That's a very debatable question.
I've just wanted to let you guys know, you may know already, but I've got these silicone, they're like coil and they're split, and you put them on the edge of your oven rack so when you pull it out, things won't slide off and
Okay.
burn you. They work really well. I believe you can get them in Maxi Aids, and they work very well.
Ah, good to know.
Okay, you sound good.
All right. And I'm glad that you figured out how to get into Clubhouse on the call, by the way.
Yes, I was having problems.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Unfortunately, I did not have a chance to do tech support at that time, and I don't know why you were struggling. But I'm glad you figured it out. You deserve a gold
Yep.
medal.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, we go from the peanut gallery to a gold medal winner. All right, folks, we need to do this for everybody here. All right, congratulations to Selrock for being at the top of the peanut gallery, and congratulations to Rebecca for making it into Clubhouse despite the technical difficulties. I am very happy about that. And so, great job. Okay, Celeste saying she does not remove her oven rack either. And
the results from the peanut gallery over here is very, very tasty.
All right.
It's about 1.5 inches tall, and we sliced it like a pizza.
Excellent. Yep. So let's briefly talk about a pizza cutter, because this might be a great way to cut this. Pizza cutter is a wheel that is on a stick, and it's kind of fun to work with, actually. So you place it in the center, and you press down on what you're cutting, and you just kind of move the wheel forward and back until it slices. And then I recommend you slice it in half, and then you take each half, and then you cut that half into smaller quarters. And that's the easiest way to slice it into triangle type pieces. All right.
The texture is more of like a brownie or a cookie.
Okay, so it might be more like a brookie.
Yep.
All right.
Instead of a cake.
Instead of cake. All right. So coming
or at
up,
least that's the way ours came out.
All right, I think that's how mine's gonna come out too. So. All right. Let's see if we have anything in the email. Ron Brooks is seeking recommendations for a French press for coffee. I don't know why it has to be French, but hey, if anybody's able to help him out and you're on the conversation list, then make sure you respond to him. I haven't a clue.
We have a mason jar version.
All right. Well, are you on the conversation list?
I don't know.
Well,
I probably should be, but I don't know.
Well, that can be debatable. Sometimes things can get a bit interesting.
We have
but
10 minutes left.
All right. But for situations like this where it's used responsibly, yes. So get on the ACB conversation list. I think you can subscribe to it directly by sending a blank email to acb-conversation plus subscribe at acblists.org. Otherwise, look for the subscribe link. And I think I honestly found it by Googling a while back. It's been so long, sorry. But there's a listing of all the ACB lists. And then you can write on there and say, Ron, I got a mason jar. French press. But, I read the French press the other day. I got a French newspaper, so. Okay. So, anyway, folks, that is going to do it for me. Coming up in February, we got some exciting things happening for you, though. We've got Kayla making graham crackers. We're going to draft Desi into doing a call. Oh, did I say that? She doesn't even know it yet. sorry. Funny.
I haven't gotten any emails.
No. Well, let's get to Desi, you emailing Heidi, and let's see what you're going to make for us next, because everybody enjoyed your cooking this last time around. So,
well, thank you so much. I don't know what I'm going to make next. That might be why I haven't written to Heidi, because I am not.
Well, then you should consult with my assistant here, and she can guide you along the right path. And,
oh, I'm sure that she can.
I have a request list going, so.
Okay. We'll be in touch.
Okay, Z.
All right. Well, that's something we can always do is post a request list to the cooks thing, and see, find out, for any potential presenters, and see does anybody know how to make blah blah blah. But yeah. So definitely looking forward to Desi, and anybody else that wants to facilitate a call here in the cooking corner. Now, I do have some exciting things that I'll be making coming up. We've got Chick-fil-A sandwiches. We've got orange chicken. And I'll have to look for my exact schedules. Let's see here. Let's see. Blind recipe exchange. Oh, Jan and Feb schedules. I actually have something from Heidi that's not does not start with FWD. All right, so first of all, I told you next week it's Instant Pot Meatloaf with Christine and Shannon. Then Sharon is going to be giving us Super Bowl appetizers. Graham crackers with Kayla in February. Hoping she's well enough by then, because she's been a bit under the weather. I told her to stay out of the weather, but S'mores cookie bars. Or no, Samoa cookie bars on the February 10th. Oh, yes, I'm looking forward to that. These are the Girl Scout ones, and now we can make them ourselves. Chick-fil-A sandwiches and orange chicken is what I've got for you all in February. But I did say I'd be willing to sacrifice. If we do get a guest facilitator, I will sacrifice one of those weeks, and we'll exchange it with you if you want to make a presentation on the call. Probably thinking the orange chicken, that would be an okay one to sacrifice, but we'll worry about that when we get people popping up. And of course we do have some things planned in March, but we definitely have openings then. And of course, April, May, June, July. So if you do not have Heidi's information, just send an email to community@acb.org and ask to get in contact with Heidi, because she is the actual scheduler.
And I normally get back to people within 24 hours.
Yep. And for that matter, if you have a request list too, you can send that to her, and she will keep things tallied, and we will work on what we can do. We don't promise anything, because not everybody knows how to make everything. So you might request something that I may or may not make for various reasons. And but if I don't, then we will announce it on the call and see if there's anybody that is able to make it. And so for instance, I don't recommend you request me making a 5-course dinner with like lobster and crab and all that, for instance. I do not make that stuff.
There wouldn't be time in the call anyway.
There would not.
Not unless it's pre-cooked already.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
That is true. I mean, you could talk about the steps to making it, but
Yep.
but you get my idea. I don't make everything. But we'll do our best to make sure that we can accommodate you. All right, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Desi for doing a fabulous job hosting, Ibrahim for doing a fabulous job connecting and streaming us, and moderating. I want to thank Spider-Woman, as always, for co-facilitating. Hey, cookies are round, kind of like webs, so I guess... this might be an appropriate thing for you. Okay, all right. And we will see you all next week.
All
And
right.
yep. And thank you also, Celeste, for winning the peanut gallery. I will be finding the most expensive thing that I need replaced in my kitchen and sending you the link. And if you want to be part of the new prize that I'm giving out, prize for me, it's not one for you, we can definitely arrange that. Okay. I'm so nice. Starting off the new year just fantabulous. Actually, I'm not, but anyway. And with that, Desi, you may end the room, and likewise for you,
All right.
Ibrahim.
Good
Bye,
day,
guys.
everyone. Have a great